dance if you want to dance. Ooh, get up and dance. The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, the credit union of Grenville, takes you where you want to be. Feel secure with the Credit Union of Grenville, taking care of all your financial needs, including savings, loans, mortgages, and sound financial advice. Serving you with branches on Jubilee Street in Grenville, Lucas Street in St. George's, and coming soon, our Grandstand sub-office. Call us on 442-8602 or visit one of our offices. With Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, your financial security is guaranteed. The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, the credit union of Grenville, takes you where you want to be. Feel secure with the Credit Union of Grenville, taking care of all your financial needs, including savings, loans, mortgages, and sound financial advice. Serving you with branches on Jubilee Street in Grenville, Lucas Street in St. George's, and coming soon, our Grandstand sub-office. Call us on 442-8602 or visit one of our offices. With Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, your financial security is guaranteed. M&M Hardware Limited, Hope St. Andrew and Dusty Highway St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials, including plumbing, electrical, lumber, cement, steel, and much more. We manufacture roofing sheets available in 11 colors, aluminum windows, doors, insect screens, and hurricane shutters. Installation services are available for all our manufactured products. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. M&M Hardware Limited. Come on in and experience our affordable prices, or call us 444-6757 or 440-6757 Dusty Highway. Email us at info@mahonhardware.com or mnmdusty@mahonhardware.com. M&M Hardware, foundation to roof. Let's build together.
In our part of the world, we need to be prepared for natural disasters like storms and hurricanes, even outside of the season. I'm sure you'll agree that keeping our loved ones, homes, and businesses safe is important. So, I came up with a few quick tips to help you stay safe. First, make a family disaster plan and ensure that everyone in your household is familiar and comfortable with it. Remember to add batteries and flashlights to your emergency kit. Now, for electrical safety. Familiarize yourself with your electrical panel, as it may be necessary to switch off the power during a storm or flood. Make sure you install a transfer or isolation switch to prevent your generator feeding electricity to Grenlec's line. If trees are too close to power lines, call Grenlec at 237 for advice. By following these easy steps, you will be well on your way to being hurricane ready. Don't be caught off guard by natural disasters. Prepare now. For more information, visit grenlec.com.
Football action continues at the Kireli James Athletic Stadium this weekend in the 12th annual Wangiti Super Knockout Football Tournament. It's week 3, and on Saturday 29th from 7 p.m. Game 1, it's a derby as two teams from St. David's clash. Eastside 11 Devils comes up against Blast St. David's Football Club. Then at 9 p.m. Queen's Park Rangers versus Spice Mobile Island Sports Club. Then on Sunday, another 2 matches. Carlos Electrical Happy Hill U19 takes on Montreal Sports Club at 6 p.m. and in game 2 at 8 p.m. Antillean Group GBSS versus Hard Rock Sports Club. Admission to both games $20. The 12th annual Wagiti Super Knockout Football Tournament is on. Don't miss a game.
Good morning once again, folks. I have in studio with me Antonia. Is it Antonia? Edwards.
Yes, Jester. But what we talked about, maybe you could shorten it and say Tony. You're straining yourself a bit.
You know, it puts me in an awkward position if I have to really like call yourself for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
It's a struggle, as you can see, man.
God. I'm sorry I'm putting you in such a predicament.
I'm happy to have you here this morning once again. And that will go on every Saturday until what? The 3rd of December?
Until the 3rd of December.
Yeah.
So you get me for a very long time. You have me for the whole month? this October is almost over, so we're into November now. So you
Yeah.
have me for the whole month and one weekend.
Yeah. But you are doing a fantastic job with the
Thank you so
promotions.
much. Thank you so much.
Another Saint Pat, according to Winston, right? Another patrician.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's the thing?
Winston introduced
Another
that word,
patrician?
man. Yeah, patrician.
Well,
somebody from St. Patrick.
here I am. I'm proudly accepting to be a patrician, right?
Yes, so starting off on that note, the last ad we have with us pertaining to the YT
Yes.
Super Knockout. So
Well,
take us through.
Right. Well, we're in the third week of the Wagiti Super Knockout. And again, we're back at the National Stadium this weekend. 2 big games. And I was talking about it yesterday on one of the stations that I went to. And I was thinking how nice it would be to see football under these particular weather conditions, because you're a football fan. Well, you're a player,
All my life has
ex-player.
been
You're just a football man.
Yeah. All my
you're
life.
okay. Jester is football.
Well, without cutting your sugar, sometimes I really describe my life as a life of football.
Right.
From ever since I've known myself, I've been in forecast.
Okay, so there you have it. So Jester is football. And of course, you'd agree with me that conditions like this with the playing field, sometimes it's fun having to see the guys sliding around and so on. It's a lot of fun. So I know that this weekend, starting today, guys, today and tomorrow, it's going to be a lot of excitement at the stadium, don't you think?
Oh yes,
right.
most
So
definitely.
this weekend we've got 2 big games, but prior to that, let me just let you guys know. So far, we're down to 20 teams. It was 28 teams. We're down to 20. It's going very, very fast. People don't miss a game because before you know it, the tournament is over. So if you just for the listening air, people who have not been to the games and would like to know what's happening if their respective teams are in or out, I just want to run quickly some of the teams that has been eliminated. It's sad to say that I'm bringing the bad news, the elimination process, but it is what it is. It is a super knockout. You lose the game, you're out of the tournament. So St. David's United is out. Monton FC is out. North Stars is out. I'm upset about that, but hey, what can I do about that? What can I do about that?
Your brothers used to represent,
right? Elite United is also out. Sunjets United is out. Springs FC, Hope FC, and Police SC. They played last week. Police and Springs and so on. They played last week's Sunday, I believe. Yes. So they're out of the tournament for now. So let's see what would happen this weekend, this Saturday, starting with Eastside 11 Devils. Now that is a very fancy name. Eastside 11 Devils. Well, guys, you better be great. They're going to be coming up against Blast FC St. David's, right? That's Blast St. David's FC. And that game would start at 7 p.m. Now, from 9 p.m., we also have a second game, which is going to be between one of the legends, of course, Queen's Park Rangers. Growing up as a child, I have a good recollection of hearing the name Queen's Park Rangers as being one of the leading teams or top teams in football in Grenada. So they're going to be playing.
They were formed in 1969.
Oh wow, that is a long time. So I think they deserve the name Legends, Giants in the game, right? So they're going to be coming up against Spice Mobile Idlers SC. That's pretty new. That's a newly formed club, I should think, or team.
Idlers?
Spice Mobile.
Oh yeah, Spice Mobile. Yeah, it might just be.
Yeah, so they're in it for the $100,000. You gotta be in it to win it. It's like lotto. So again, from 7 p.m. this Saturday, that's today, we have the Eastside 11 Devils, who's going to be coming up against Blast St. David's FC, starting at 7 p.m. Game 2, we have the Queen's Park Rangers versus Spice Mobile Idlers SC. Now, on Sunday, we're moving back to the... Oh, before I go, I know persons might be wondering, what is the admission for today? Since there is no entertainment, again, it's $20 for the games. And tomorrow as well, it's going to be $20. We're moving back to the stadium tomorrow. We have another 2 exciting matches, and we have 2 teams from St. Patrick in there.
So let's hope they can go through as
I am hoping so as well,
yes.
because they're really good teams that's going to be playing. Hard Rock is a good team.
Yeah, Hard Rock, and I think that
Montreal also is a good team.
Yes, what happened with Hard Rock? I think that they would have re-strengthen themselves. They got some players coming over
Right.
from Shamrock. I think Montreach have done the same thing. I think they got, for example, Jadel, my son who plays for Eagles. I
Right.
think he will be
Oh,
playing
he's
with Montreach.
oh,
So they
Jadel is an
kinda-
awesome player.
So yeah, they can them team. They kind of
Well,
get
that is
some
that is a
forces
game
from
to that is a
outside of the
game to
club.
look forward to. That is a
Yeah,
game. I
yeah.
mean, if you're putting a team together for $100,000, why not go for the best? Why not
Exactly.
have the best of the best and persons who have been in the game for a mighty long time come out and be a part of your team? $100,000 is a lot
It's
to
a
play
lot of
for.
money.
So I
It
would
is.
definitely go with the best, the cream of the crop. So on Sunday, we're starting the games at 6 p.m. So the first game that we have is going to be Carlos Electrical Happy Hill on the 19th. I know that's a lot. It's a mouthful.
Yeah.
It's a long name. Carlos Electrical Happy Hill on the 19th.
But what I like at this stage here, on the 19th, so it's development.
Yes.
It's a youth team,
That's
so
that's
that
something
is nice.
that is something that I always say. It's nice when you get the kids and should I call them kids? The young people,
Yeah.
people involved in football from an early age and not just playing for fun, but playing for monies. It gives them the opportunity to see that, yes, this is a career path that I can take. It's unfortunate that here in Grenada, it's not really as big as you'd see in Spain and the UK and all of these places who takes football so seriously. It's a career for these people, and I am hoping that one day people here or players here, ballers here in Grenada can have that opportunity to say, hey, yes, I'm a professional football player and I'm collecting monies for that, X amounts of monies, a lot of money, like $100,000 or
Yeah.
more for that. They could probably get a full-time salary. I know that we have the national team and so on, and people playing and representing Grenada on different levels with different teams or different whatever it is that they're going out there and represent Grenada. They might be getting a little stipend and an opportunity to travel, but it would be nice.
But you get and the thing is, you are right to that, because the opportunities now for the present day footballers really would have evolved to what it is. Because I remember back in the days, there are guys that used to be playing for 8 floor and 8 shoe.
What is
I'm
it?
telling you,
8
seriously.
flower? Is that a thing?
Floor and 8 short. That used to be some
That was a
prize
thing?
money, prizes, I should say, back
Oh.
then for certain competition. And but we have moved to that where serious monies are being involved
yes.
now, and a lot of money is involved in football, stemming
Of
down
course.
from
From
the
the
parent body of FIFA,
yes, come
because
right down.
we're coming right down. And look, Wagiti as a private promoter,
Right?
who,
He has
taking
created
the football
right.
through, is providing a hefty sum,
So I think
So-
that it really should be put on the forefront, just like cricket. Imagine somebody's a cricketer and they're going out there and they're touring and they're getting X amount of money. You can easily say, what do you do? What is your job description? What do you do for a living? Oh, I'm a cricketer.
But I must say, Sugar, with the facilities that the footballers have available now,
Right.
like lights available, you have, for example, bleachers installing for, and so much money, not like in my day, we used to play for the love of it, but our commitment to it was much more than what we are seeing now.
Right.
Yeah. So then they really need to commit themselves more to the game. And
I think without cutting you, I think with all of this incentive now, with the lights, with the bleachers, now they have maybe better management and so on, things of that nature. The persons, the players, I should say, they might be a little bit more serious, and maybe if the manager structure the teams a little bit better, and they enforce certain penalties when you're not taking the game serious, they did understand that this is not just you running up and down kicking a ball.
Yeah, you're right about we need to see football as a serious business. It's no longer just a mere sport.
Put professionalism into the football as a player, as a team, as just a body on a whole. I know people that say, oh, JFA not doing this and JFA not doing that. But you cannot always rely on the parent body to do these things. When someone say that change starts with you, obviously it does start with you in anything that you do, whether it be personal development or even sports. If you want to go out there and be the best that you can be in terms of like a great football, like you want to go down in Pili, you want to be a legend,
Yeah.
right? You want to be able to put your heart and your soul and everything you've got into the game, and not just think, oh, I'm just running up and down because I'm talented and I can and I'm skilled with a ball. You want to be professional about it. You want to treat it as a business, as you say. So this is my hopes and my dreams. And when I say, oh, let's make football great again, back then when we had people walking onto floor, there's no light, no bleachers, no nothing. In the afternoon time, you've seen people pouring down to far from Chantimilla, from Montreal, from wherever. They're walking, they're going there, they're supporting football. I want to see that kind of practice again. I want to see people put that enthusiasm into football again. So with Waggy doing this, and of course we had the Pure Cup, this is also a thing, but with Waggy Super Knockout, it also enabled us to get into the game a little bit more, see the passion, see the drive, so that is why I really enjoy what I do when it comes to going out there and informing people of the games and hyping them up about the game and letting them know that this is not just a hangout. Football is part of us. It's a culture. It's a part of Grenada.
Yes,
It's a part
yes.
of the islands. It's a part of the world.
Yeah, most definitely.
Right.
But-
So let me just quickly run the games. I was running the games on Sunday. So, like I said, we have Carlos Electrical Happy Hill. I did say that already. They're coming up against Montreal SC. And of course, the second game starting at 8 p.m. We have the Antillian Group GBSS versus Hard Rock. Now, that is going to be a massive game.
Yeah, that should be a firecracker.
That is going to be a massive game.
Yeah.
So, if you didn't check out today's game, trust me, you want to check out tomorrow's game, right? Because it's going to be a lot of excitement.
Yes. Knowing Wagiti as I do, right? He always dreams big. He aspires to do things.
Mm-hmm.
I come bigger and better all the time. I'm wondering if Wagiti might, at some point in time, looking to run a semi-professional league in Grenada here. I'm just wondering.
You put that out there, and somehow he's probably listening. That's probably what you might get, knowing, like you said, if you know him like you do,
Yeah,
the
but
possibility exists.
but it depends on our football fraternity as well, the stakeholders, especially players. If we ought to reach that level, the way of operating must change. They
Yes.
must be prepared to
Yes.
do much more hard work and commit themselves to get to that level.
Hence the reason I said it starts within the club, with the players themselves, committing themselves. And then, of course, maybe the managers of the club, they need to put more stiffer penalties on their player. Let them know, listen, if you come to a game once, twice, 3 times for practice, I think 3 times is too much for practice late. And you're just strolling in here like, oh, it's just a game. I just come in and kick off some ball and break a sweat and go home. Well, maybe I'm just a tough person, but me personally, I just think you need a vacation for 2 weeks. And think about timeouts. Go in the naughty corner. Think about what you did. If you really want to play football, let me know. If you don't, let me know too. That could be arranged.
Training cannot be too much, really. The more you train, is the better you will become. I mean, me example, I remembered Nico, who used to be coach of Eagles, and when you have training on the afternoon, what I'll do, I'll leave Mount Craven, go up to the back of Chantimel, come down to Coconut, pass to the bay, and go out and do all the training that he's doing still. If I did not do that, I will go on college farm and run up from the bottom of the farm right up below the big tree. And I do that about 4 times. Sugar, on the 3rd and 4th time going up the hill, you're feeling that muscle boss, Okay,
but I mean, I do not disagree with training is not enough.
Yeah.
But what I would say about that is just not training the physical. You also have to train the mental. And it's not just, oh, okay, we have training today. Let's get in there. Let's get in the field. They need to have times when, I know some of the players are young, maybe young, they're mature ones as well, but a lot of life skills need to come into play. When you start having conversations about where do you see yourself, what it is that you want to do, just how do you conflict resolution and all of these things, it's not just about, well, we can kick the ball. You have to be well rounded, so that itself would possibly make them a little bit more serious, take it more serious and be like, okay, yes, do I really want to be a part of this? Do I really want to be a baller, or am I just in here for fun? And if you're in here for fun, then fun would not take you very far. But if you're in here because you want to make a difference, you want to go down in history as a legend. This is Jester, the legendary player. You could never forget this man. This is what you do. You have to start mentally, and you have to train mentally and physically. So there are times when maybe you run up and down in the pasture. Well, I shouldn't say run up and down in the pasture. You have the physical training part aspect of it, but there are times that we need to have little one-on-one, little discussions with your players, maybe bring in a counselor every now and again and
Sports
discuss.
psychologists, and that's an area we are lacking in there. We don't have much of this resources on the island.
So these are things possibly that maybe either a private person or even maybe GFA or even the club itself, they can invest in something like that, because they want their product to be the best on the market, or on the field, I should say.
Yeah. So
we're getting closer and closer to the quarterfinals.
But before you go on, Sugar, what in terms of if something was to happen and the game, let's say tonight or tomorrow, can't play for whatever reason, what provision has been made to accommodate?
Well, I believe that Waggy and them would come up with some solution as to how it can be alleviated. Maybe play something in the week if possible.
Okay.
But for the most part, let's hope for something smooth. That has never really happened, really. So I think eventually they would have some provision just in case things.
Yeah. Another question is that we've been having quite a lot of rain.
Yes.
Quite a lot of rain.
Yes.
How is it the field is being affected with the players having to play on it? Have you seen anything that really
from the time when the last rain we had, this week would have been
so much rain.
I mean, no, when I say when the last rain we had, in terms of a game, the opening was it was a bit rainy, but it wasn't so bad. So remember, Grenville always kind of soggy and so on. So that didn't really affect anything. So it wasn't so bad. I don't know for sure how the stadium would work out just yet. But I'm pretty sure persons in that department, who's in charge of that department, they would figure out what's happening. Because for me, I'm just here to give you all the specs and all of these things, what's been going on. But the technical part, like field and just in case a game does not play, they would be in charge of that unless I have the information to push it out.
But I don't think we should have much fear, even if it rain a bit, because the stadium is of international standard, and
the drainage,
yes.
Yes. And again, it's good condition. Remember, if they're going to the stadium, there's ample space covering people. We don't have to worry so much about the patrons, the supporters, because they're covered. But the players, I think it's idle condition for them.
Yes, I think so too. The conditions that we're experiencing presently is very much conducive for
the games.
For a team. Yeah. So, especially the ground wouldn't be too hard.
Exactly.
The humidity wouldn't be so high in the atmosphere. So, players could really, really go at it,
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I always think that when it's raining, it's perfect for football. Oh, did I talk about the ball boys?
No, you didn't.
Well, when was it? Was it 2019, I believe? We would have had ball boys for the first time, and they were coming. Sometimes when you ball gets out the field, you have to wait somebody to get that ball, then you have the ball boys. They're there, ready, going and seek the balls. You don't have to wait for the ball
Yeah,
to
that's
come back.
very
So this
important.
is fun.
Yeah,
And
very
it gives
important.
the youths, the little boys, the young fellas, an opportunity to be a part of it. So all of this is grooming them from small. So
Yeah.
it comes back to us saying, getting them professional, getting them into the game, not just for fun, but for the professional aspect, right?
Okay, Sugar, let's just take a little break here and then we'll be right back. I'll just
Sure thing.
Football action continues at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium this weekend in the 12th annual Wangiji Super Knockout Football Tournament. It's week 3, and on Saturday 29th from 7 p.m. Game 1, it's a derby as two teams from St. David's clash. Eastside 11 Devils comes up against Blast St. David's Football Club. Then at 9 p.m., Queen's Park Rangers versus Spice Mobile Island Sports Club. Then on Sunday, another 2 matches. Carlos Electrical Happy Hill U19 takes on Montreal Sports Club at 6 p.m. and in game 2 at 8 p.m. Antillean Group GBSS versus Hard Rock Sports Club. Admission to both games $20. The 12th annual Wagiti Super Knockout Football Tournament is on. Don't miss a game.
Just so, were you searching for a name? Just
I have with me Sugar.
just to say your name. Exactly. Just say your
Actually.
name. Use your name. We know we can't
Oh,
get
gosh.
you. We can't get you away from that. So
Yeah,
just say it. Just say it.
Just say it, right?
Just say it. When Nike say just do it.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
Yeah,
So
it's,
just say
it's,
it.
it's all having fun in studio, man.
Oh
That's
yes,
what we're doing all
definitely,
about. You know?
definitely. We can't be too serious about life, because before you know it, there's no more
if
life,
you
right?
realize what's happening, man,
Yeah.
that might be an opportune time for we to take the opportunity to express our most profound sympathies, especially to families who would have lost their loved ones
Yes,
within the
yes.
parish of St. Patrick's, man.
It was
really-
coming down like rain.
Yeah,
It's coming down like rain, and it's sad
yeah.
losing
really sad.
someone that you care about. So I totally stand by you with that one.
Oh yes, so let me make mention of Ta in Shantimel, man. That's Anne Logie, and Christy and them who some strain they lost. Ta and them lost their big sister
Yes,
a few
yes,
days
I saw
ago,
that.
and so I know the thing set. It's never easy to cope with, but what can we do?
What can
Yeah.
we do? It's a cycle of life,
Yes,
right?
yes.
We can't
So-
stay here forever.
So let's get back to where we are so we can wrap things up.
Yes, like I
I
said,
know you want to go and get some needed rest.
some breakfast too. I need some breakfast too. Oh God, I literally just jump out of bed, take a shower, and come here because I didn't want to be late.
Yeah.
I'm a person, I don't like being late. So back to the football. We're getting closer and closer to the finals. Soon enough, on the 12th, we've got the quarterfinals. It's right around the corner.
Yeah.
It may sound far, but
And
before you know
Time
it,
is running fast.
it's basically a sleep in a week.
Yeah.
Quarterfinals is right around the corner. Again, it's gonna be some big artists coming into Grenada. Of course, we're gonna have local artists as well. But on top of that, definitely the games are gonna be played. So we have 2 big games along with a bit of entertainment, and that is gonna be in the 12th. That's the quarterfinals at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Also, the semifinals, we're going back to St. Andrews. I'm happy for St. Andrews. They're getting some action. Hopefully, just as we said last week, hopefully St. Patrick's will get some action like that.
For the
But we can
future.
only keep our fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. For the semifinals, I know a lot of people are talking about the semifinals because Cranium is going to be here and they're looking forward to that. Again, it's going to be at the Victoria Park in St. Andrews. 2 big games, a local artist, and of course, Cranium, he's going to be here for the semifinals. But today and tomorrow, guys, remember, head on down to the National Stadium. It's only $20 admission fee to get you in some good football action. 2 exciting matches on both days. Keep on listening to the radio station and you definitely will hear the teams that's going to be playing. And if your team is playing, go out there and support them 100%. And if they're not playing, go out there and support football 100%. Because I always have to say, we got to make football great again. So this is something that we need to do. I'm not great at the game, but I'm excited about the game. So
Yes,
I'm
yes.
learning the
That
game.
that is okay too.
So
That is okay too.
I'm hoping that people on the outside, listeners on the outside, are as excited as I am about football. So this is what we need to do. And of course, before I leave any radio station or any interview, I must acknowledge our wonderful, wonderful partners who has been with us. Some of them have been with us from inception. So, of course, it's only fair that we give them the recognition that they deserve. And so, let's say a big shout out to Carib, to Ariza, to Smirnoff, to Coca Cola, to Power A, Triple Bay Resort. I'm still going to say a shout out to Real FM, of course, although they're not our partners yet, but they're getting the hang of it. The Ministry of Sports,
The manager
GFA.
is listening. Yeah, she's right there.
Well, there you have it. GFA, PEGS Enterprise. Who do we have? I don't want to miss out anybody. Duty Free Holdings, Coastal Fed, SP's International, Rude Boy, Campari, Victory Bar and Grill, Independence Agencies Limited, Sol Easy Limited, Steels Auto, Glenelg Spring Water, and of course, Waggy Tea Rental and Songs. And do not forget, guys, you're going to be checking out the Carib Halftime Special. It's always a blast when those girls get on the field. I sound like a boy right now, right? But I'm a lover of people.
Yeah.
So, and if they're talented, I support that. So the Carib Halftime is always fun, you know? And
Yeah.
sometimes you get little giveaways. I'm not gonna lie. So you never know what you might rack up from Carib today. So check them out today and tomorrow at the National Stadium. And again, Jess, I'll be back here on Monday, which you won't be, but I'll be here on Monday.
Yeah, you'll be with Dougal, man.
Okay, I'm looking forward to meet
Yeah.
Dougal.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, well, I have a bit of competition there.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that. On Monday, I'm gonna give an update as to what's happening. I have not yet gotten the time yet, but I'll give an update on the future games that's gonna be coming up. So it's been a pleasure being here today again. You know, thank you for your warm hospitality. And listeners, I hope we didn't bore them too much with our sports talk.
No. Thank you very much, Sugar, for coming along. And I must say, I like to give people the flowers while they're alive. And since you started, I would have seen tremendous growth in what you're doing. And you have come a very long way. Your fluency, your
Thank you.
diction, yeah, the way you're, man.
Thank you.
Trust
But
me,
you know what
yeah.
it is, Jester? I always
You're
say that
doing a wonderful job. Trust me on that.
if you're doing something, you have to love it. And this is something I love. I love interacting with people. I love giving information. I love making people aware of things. And I guess maybe I'm just a people person, so it's easy for me to be out there. But in public, you would not think that I am because I'm not so
Yeah.
chatty. I'm not so chatty in public. And even when I do go to the games and I interact, I am not so chatty. But once I get behind a mic or a camera or something, I'm good to go because I love giving people information and giving them confidently.
Yeah, another patrician is flying, man.
Oh, I love that. I'm a proud patrician.
Sugar, once again, I want to say thank you very much. Again, my listeners out there, I would like to say thank you so very much for taking the opportunity to listen the promotion of what's happening in football. Football is life.
Yes.
The vigor, the enthusiasm.
Yes.
It's kangaroo.
And if you have not checked out a game, do that.
Yes.
Don't wait. $20 is not money, you know.
Especially in this time.
$20 is like 10
Yeah,
cents.
when you check our economic situation,
Mhm.
yeah, it's ready.
So people spend a lot of money to go to big shows. Why not go and support something local, something authentic, something that bring families? You know, football bring communities and families and people together, and this is what I love about football.
Yeah.
You know, so with that said, let me leave you to your great music on a Saturday morning. And
Yeah. What about Dennis, girl? She might just be listening, you know. You think?
Listen, I think my mother is one of my biggest fans. She always listens. She would ask me, "What radio station are you going on today?" And sometimes, based on where I'm going, I'll have to switch it so that I know she will hear me, and then she will tell me, "Oh, you sound nice today. Oh, you did this. Oh, you do good." Or
Cow
sometimes
girl. That's right, girl.
if I'm on WeFM, and then sometimes Mikey and I get to chatting about food and other things, just little social issues. Sometimes we just bring up topics, random topics, and
But
we
is
talk about
she
it.
critical when if there's a need if needs be. Like if she realized, not because you're a daughter, if she find your laps, she will come out straight and tell her, nah, you don't find.
She would.
Yeah.
Trust me, she's not a bias fan.
Yeah.
She would be like, you didn't sound good today.
She tell you straight that, but
Yeah, man.
that's the girl for you
She's
too,
like,
man.
what happened to you? You didn't sound good today, man. So that's her. I don't think my dad ever hear me.
Oh, Mr. Me, I saw him in the
I
funeral.
don't think he ever.
Yeah.
On
Yeah, last
was it Thursday?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
So enjoy the rest of the day, Sugar, and the rest
I
of the
definitely
entire
will.
weekend.
Once I get a little nap, I'm good to go.
All right.
Once I get a nap and food.
Thank you so very much again.
And thank
for
you guys
coming.
for having me.
All right, bye-bye.
News at the Kireli James Athletic Stadium this weekend in the 12th annual Wangiji Super